Hey everyone, welcome back to The Healthy Human. Today we're going to be exploring common nutrition questions people ask, and I will be attempting to answer them for you. There are a lot of misconceptions out there about nutrition and foods and what's beneficial and what's not, so today I'm going to try and clear some of those up for you. I hope you guys enjoy and you learn something from this video. Let's get to it. Number one, is fat bad for you? It really depends on the fat that you're talking about. The unhealthy fats, so saturated or trans fats, are high in calories and are recommended to be reduced or limited in your diet. These foods are highly processed, like some fatty meats, baked cakes, fast food, butters, and they can really increase your cholesterol and act negatively towards your body, so that is why you are recommended to limit your intake. Consuming a lot of these fats regularly also can contribute to weight gain. However, there are healthy fats that you are recommended to eat daily. These are unsaturated fats like polyunsaturated and monounsaturated. These are like veggies, fish, nuts, avocados. These foods are great to keep you full, and they also can give you a lot of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. They're also great in lowering your cholesterol levels and managing your weight or helping you with weight loss. Question 2. Should carbohydrates be eliminated or reduced to lose weight? No, definitely not. Carbohydrates provide you with energy. Unless you are on the keto diet plan, carbohydrates should definitely not be eliminated or reduced. And if you see people saying that they lost weight because they reduced carbs, that was just ultimately because they were in a calorie deficit, not because they cut out carbs. However, if you find out that your body works predominantly on fats, like you feel better on high fats rather than high carbs, then that's fine. Like, have a lower carb diet, but that is completely unique to you. But ultimately, the only way to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit, not by reducing carbs or having as little carbs as possible. Number 3, should I cut out fruit / does fruit have too much sugar? No, absolutely not. Fruit has natural sugars, so there's no added sugars or anything like that in them. I know the I Quit Sugar diet does cut out fruits for a short period of time. However, for general health, I would just recommend not cutting out fruit. Fruit is so healthy, and you're recommended to have 2 serves of fruit a day. They're a great snack option. There are fruits that have less sugar than others, such as berries, so if it's something you're really worried about, there are lower sugar options. But ultimately, does fruit have too much sugar? No. I would focus on other foods that you may be consuming that would have a lot more sugar than fruit. And maybe you can reduce your sugar consumption with those rather than fruit. Number 4, will eating after 8 p.m. make me gain weight? No, definitely not. If you have a set amount of calories that you consume in your day, it doesn't matter when you eat them. You could eat all of your calories in the morning or all of them at night, and that won't have an impact on your weight. But if you're eating foods after 8 p.m. and they are like extra calories, or you'll be in a calorie surplus, maybe you're eating excess amount of food, then yes, you will put on weight eventually because you are eating more than what your body is burning off. For some people though, if they eat foods later in the night, they do wake up feeling bloated in the morning, and that might be why some people don't recommend it. But ultimately, you will not gain weight if you eat after 8 p.m. unless, of course, you are in a calorie surplus, as I've explained. Number 5, what is the best diet to follow? This is the diet that works for you. The best diet to follow is one that you can stick to long term and one that works for you. Some people love vegan or keto, vegetarian or low carb. Personally, I love a balanced diet, so flexible eating. I eat healthy most of the time, but I don't deprive myself from sweets, and I'm generally lactose free and I don't eat a lot of gluten. That works for me. So the best diet to follow is one that makes you feel great and that gives you the result that you want. Number 6 is, how often a week can I eat fast food? That really depends on your goals. Personally, I wouldn't be eating fast food every day. Fast food products are often high in salt, sugar, saturated fats, and they're highly processed. I would probably personally recommend only a few times a week, but ultimately I think once a week would probably be enough. But then again, it's different for each person. Number 7 is, what foods shouldn't I be eating? There are no foods that you shouldn't be eating. This applies to everyone, unless of course you are allergic to something, then obviously don't eat it, or if you have a intolerance to a certain food, then maybe you'd want to reduce or eliminate that food altogether, just so that your body doesn't feel the effects of it. So ultimately, no. However, there are foods that you probably should be eating less of. For example, you should reduce your consumption of processed foods. However, eating them on occasion is fine, like having them a few times a week, that's totally fine. If you stick to the 80-20 rule, so 80% you're eating whole foods, lean meats, veggies, fruits, grains, and then if you feel like having something a bit naughty or you want to grab some takeaway, then you can do that. It's all about having a balanced diet. Number 8, are low-fat and sugar-free options better? Not necessarily. Manufacturers have been known to add added sugars to foods when they have removed the fat to ensure that their products still taste nice. And sugar-free foods can often just be made up of a lot of artificial sweeteners. So this means it is extremely important that you read the food ingredients and read the nutritional label on the back. Number 9, how many calories should I be eating? This is completely unique to each person. It depends on age, activity level, occupation, goals. There are plenty of calorie counters online. Some aren't so reliable, but it usually gives you a good indication of how many calories you are supposed to be consuming each day. Myself, for example, I am 21 years old and I weigh 75 kilos, around about. My activity level is pretty sedentary, just because I have a desk job and I'm still a student, so I generally sit down at a desk all day. This is excluding, of course, my activity levels, my actual exercise, because I work out a few times a day, but most of the day I am actually just sitting down. And my goal at the moment is to lose weight. So my maintenance calories, so the calories that I would need to consume to maintain the weight that I am, is about 2,000. So if I want to lose weight, so half a kilo each week, I would subtract 500 calories from that 2,000 calories. So I would now be eating 1,500 calories. This is similar if I wanted to put on weight, I would add a few hundred calories to my maintenance calories. This is obviously completely unique to me, but it gives you an idea of how many calories should I be consuming, and it depends on a lot of factors. There are a lot of health experts out there that can help you in determining your calories, so if that is something that you would like, there is plenty of people that can help you, and I would recommend probably getting help from someone about that, just so you know that you are doing it accurately. Number 10, what foods should I be eating to lose weight? There really aren't any set foods that you should be eating, but of course there are a bunch of foods that will help you lose weight and some that won't help. For example, processed foods are often higher in calories, fat, salt, sugar compared to whole, fresh produce. So lots of fruits, veggies, grains, lean meats are usually recommended in a weight loss journey due to their many benefits. Fruits and veggies are also lower in calories, so you can add them to meals to bulk them up and not really have to worry about eating too many calories and subsequently worry about then gaining weight. But bottom line, don't cut anything out. Just choose to eat healthier options compared to those that are less healthy. Number 11, how often can I have cheat meals? I don't like to call them cheat meals per se. I think if you follow a balanced diet, you should be able to have a cheat meal every week or a cheat treat every day and not feel guilty about it. So don't ever deprive yourself of something. If you really restrict what you're eating and only ever let yourself have something kind of unhealthy once a week or every 2 weeks, then this can really increase your chance of just binging and have an all-out blowout, eating everything in sight, and you're less likely to stick to healthy eating? So for this answer, it is also very individual. If you think that having something like that once a week is fine for you, then that's cool. But if you need something a bit unhealthy every single day just to keep you going, then that is also fine. There is really no wrong answer. However, if you have a specific goal in mind, such as weight loss, then obviously if you have more cheat meals, you're probably gonna lose the weight a lot slower. Number 12 is, should I do a detox or a cleanse? I don't really recommend like detox teas or cleanses or anything like that. I think doing those sorts of things really restricts you from getting certain nutrients. But a detox or a cleanse can actually mean a lot of things. I suppose a detox or a cleanse can be good if you kind of want to just kickstart your body again. So you could just eat fresh fruit, veggies, and some lean meats and grains and stay away from all processed foods. And if you did that for a certain period of time and you just want to do it for a little bit and then make your body feel better. But detox juices and cleanses, doing those deprives you from a lot of nutrients, especially protein, and it can actually lead to malnutrition if it goes on for too long. Bottom line, I would not recommend a cleanse or a detox, especially like the fasting ones that you kind of see going around a lot. You know, the ones where you just kind of consume liquids. It can become very harmful and dangerous to your body. Instead, why not choose a healthier diet, regular exercise, and getting more sleep? Number 13, are meal replacement shakes beneficial? They can be a convenient source of protein for someone who is on the go. They really need something now and something that's quick and easy. They can also be lower in calories if you're looking to lose weight, or higher in calories if you are wanting to gain weight. However, by not eating an actual proper meal, you are kind of depriving yourself of a lot of nutrients that you're really not getting with the shakes. Some of them also have a great deal of ingredients in them, and sometimes the more ingredients in a product, the more unhealthy they actually are. They don't contain a lot of whole or fresh ingredients. Some also have a lot of added fat and sugars and artificial sweeteners. So I think you can use these shakes if you're really pressed for time or you're struggling to get that extra protein in. But all in all, I wouldn't do it often. I think whole foods and actual meals are a lot more beneficial. Number 14, should I eat before or after a workout? So if you are going to eat beforehand, make sure it's a source of carbs. It gives you that real extra energy. However, definitely eat after a workout. So consume a meal of carbs and protein as soon as possible. So this helps with muscle recovery and growth and the replenishment of the carbs that you just worked off. So yeah, beforehand, completely up to you, but afterwards, definitely eat something. Number 15, does sleep affect your nutrition? Yes, absolutely it does. And in a lot of ways, actually. For example, if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be tired, you're not going to want to cook something healthy, so you're going to feel like, I just want to have something quick and easy, something super convenient, something maybe from a packet, maybe some takeaway. Lack of sleep absolutely also affects your motivation. I know if I'm tired, I'm lacking motivation, and the last thing I want to do is go and cook a healthy meal that's going to take 20 minutes or however long, so I'm usually just going to eat whatever there is in the fridge, just anything, or anything in the pantry. So for me personally, when I'm well rested, I'm much more motivated. I don't have nearly as many cravings, and I'm much more likely to stick to my healthy routine. Number 16, is breakfast the most important meal of the day? No, it's not actually. We have become so routine as humans that when we wake up, it's like, oh, I need to have breakfast. Where's the food? It's time to eat. But if you're not hungry at that time of the morning, then what's the point in making yourself eat something? If you don't get hungry till like 10 or 11 a.m, then just wait to have something then, which is what I usually do. But if you're one of those people that wake up in the morning and you're starving and absolutely can't do anything unless you have eaten, then by all means, have breakfast then. But there's nothing that says having breakfast is more important than lunch or dinner. Number 17, are fresh or frozen vegetables better? Either or really. Both have some really great benefits, So frozen are a lot more convenient and they last longer. You just chuck them in the freezer and they can stay there for ages. And they're also usually picked at the right time, so they're ripe and they retain all of their nutrients. Personally, I think fresh tastes better, but obviously the stuff that I want is not always available. And fresh, I think, take longer to cook. Usually with frozen I just chuck the packet in the microwave for 2 minutes and then it's ready. I think both fresh and frozen are very similar in nutritional value. It has been said that there are some nutritional losses in frozen foods over time, but usually that takes ages to happen. And those losses are very small anyway. Number 18, do I need to count calories? No, definitely not. You can lead an extremely healthy lifestyle without ever counting calories or macros. You can just make better food choices and look and feel great. However, if you have a specific goal in mind, like muscle gain or weight loss, then I would suggest familiarizing yourself with calorie counting, at least for a certain period of time. I heard this little saying about this, and it was, if we are both making a cake and we both have the ingredients and the recipe, but only I have the amounts of the ingredients, then our cakes are going to be very, very different, aren't they? So you will get different results if you are not accurate. If you don't count calories and you're wanting to lose weight, then this may take you a lot longer, or it actually might not happen at all. You may be unaware of the fact that you're actually consuming more calories than your body needs or that you're supposed to be consuming, which is why you're not losing weight. If you don't like counting calories, that's fine, but just do it for even a short time. Or at least just familiarize yourself with the calories that are in foods that you always eat, and so you can get the right portion sizing. But yeah, ultimately you don't have to. It kind of just depends how fast you want results and how accurate you want to be. But yeah, you definitely don't have to do it if that's something that you don't enjoy. And that is all. These are the most common nutrition questions I usually see on social media. So I just thought I would help clear some of the uncertainty up, and hopefully someone learned something. If you have any more questions like this, feel free to comment them down below or shoot me a message on Instagram and I will happily have a chat with you. Please like, comment and subscribe so I can keep making more videos, including lots of informative ones like this one. I hope everyone has a lovely day and I will see you next time.